Some stories from inside the papers this morning. This is in a couple of them. Really interesting picture, an interesting story behind it. So this is Clancy Gebler-Davis. She won an award for this self-portraits of herself covered in hair. But a self-portrait, then somebody came forward, one of her friends, to say, William Corbett said he claimed authorship because he pressed the button, it was on his camera, and set up the lighting. So he's complained for her to have the award taken away.
So it wasn't a selfie?
It's not an original selfie. But then Mark Stevens, an intellectual property lawyer, says in art it doesn't necessarily matter. Damien Hirst was regarded as the sole author of paintings that were executed by studio assistants because he was the creative genius behind it.
Oh, who has the idea?
Exactly.
When is a selfie not a selfie? Tell you what, when is a spare room no longer a spare room? When it's Tony's. Look at Tony's spare room. He's taken it over with a Scalextric kit. He spent 10 grand on all this equipment, and he's turned it into, he's got, I think it's 100 feet, 165 feet of track, goes all the way around the room. He says he hopes his girlfriend doesn't mind. In fact, if you zoom in, probably can't quite see it, but his T-shirt, subtle message, it says, "I love my girlfriend," on his T-shirt.
Honest, I do.
And the quote at the end from his girlfriend says, "Tony's in the room most of the time, but it suits me not seeing him too much." So she's not bothered.
I know the feeling. Oh, now he plays with his dartboard up there.
There's no room to stand anywhere for the dartboard.
This one made me chuckle. This is in the Telegraph this morning, sticking with the art theme. So this is a gallery in Russia. This was a painting by Anna Leberanskaya. It was vandalised and nobody knew who'd done it. Somebody had come and drawn two eyes, if you can see there, on each of the figures.
It's like yours yesterday.
It was
your
very
piece of art
similar.
yesterday.
God, I wonder
yeah.
if she's copied me.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And it turned out that it was
property rights.
Yeah, it was the security guard. He said he was egged on by teenage girls. A 63-year-old who was an Afghanistan and Chechnya veteran, and he said, "I don't know why I did it. It's left a depressing impression on me."
This is great as well. This is like art of a different kind, but it's real life. This happened in Wiltshire on Sunday afternoon when Leanne's parrot, macaw, flew up into the top of this tree. Leanne stayed on the ground, but her sister went to get the parrot for her, got stuck up the thing. So you've now got a parrot and sister stuck up the tree. The fire brigade turned up. They're both now down, but they say it's a lesson in how careful you need to be with your pets.
I mean, that is a real commitment to sisterly love. There's no way I'd be scaling that for a pet.
Not even for your sister?
No, John, no.
Especially not for your sister.
Well, not having seen how it ends, yeah.
All's well that ends well. They're all back on the ground, and Missy is now back in her cage, so that's good.
Thank goodness.